G'day, welcome to Art with Alison. Before I go any further, just to let you know, I live with dogs. You're probably going to hear dog noises, likely to be snoring, and also there's a dog door which they come in and out of, which is a little bit loud. I'm sorry about that, but just letting you know. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a straight pour, Sarah Mack inspired. Hopefully, as in hopefully it might be slightly resembling one of hers. So yeah, that's what I'm heading towards. Any of you who haven't heard of Sarah Mack, do check her out. She is absolutely fabulous artist who does really lovely pours. Alright, so I've got an array of colours here. I'll quickly go through them. Go through them. This one is just ordinary house paint. All my colours are just mixed with Floetrol, nothing else added. This one here is the Deco Art Extreme Sheen 24K. Now I've done the metallics lovely and thick. It's always a good idea to have your metallics thicker than your other colours. It's the only time when you want a difference in your consistency of your colours, for this sort of pour at least. And this is also an Extreme Sheen Deco Art, and this one is Pink Tourmaline, also lovely and thick. And this one is also an Extreme Sheen Garnet. So hope you can see what I'm doing in here, but yeah, they're lovely and thick, mound on a mound on a mound. And okay, so now these are Liquitex. This is actually a mixture between the Heavy Body and the Liquitex Basics, and also fairly thick, mound on a mound, not quite as thick as the metallics. Thick as in thickness and consistency. And this is Liquitex Heavy Body Turquoise Deep. So yeah, with these it just mound on a mound, and when you do like that it does a trail and leaves a trace for a while. And this one here is also Liquitex Heavy Body Ultramarine Red Hue. Okay, that's that one. Now these two are the same. This is the Deco Art Extreme Sheen Ultramarine Blue. So, and yeah, this is just a little bit left over. So, and did I do that one? Yes, I did. That's the Turquoise Deep. This one here is a mixture. This one is one I'm going to be doing as my base, and I'll have maybe a couple of little layers of it in the pour as well. This has got the satin enamel, the Deco Art satin enamel, and this is in the dark denim. And this is, there's about a third of that in here, and the rest of it is made up paint with the Floetrol. And the paint is, it's a combination of lots of different colours. Some of it was a bit of scooped up paint from a previous pour, but it's mainly Liquitex Basics Mars Black. And I also added in a little bit of Hooker's Green and a little bit of the Ultramarine Blue and a little bit of the Dark Steam Purple. But yeah, it's basically just a really dark colour. Yeah, like a very dark grey. Alright, so I will layer my cup. So what I thought I would do actually for this one, I'm doing it on a 12 inch by 12 inch, 30 centimetre by 30 centimetre canvas. And I decided I'd do 2 small cups because I like to have it in a small base rather than a big base. Does that make sense? And as I don't have one that's a narrow base and very tall, I'll just use 2. Alright, so, and I'm also going to be doing another cup, which I'll just do a little bit in the corners with, so just let you know what I'm about to do. Alright, so I thought we'd start with a little bit of white. Now I'll probably put you onto a bit of music. Sorry, we don't have much choice of what music we can use in the YouTube videos, or I would choose something far more exciting, but yeah, let me know what you think of the music. If you've heard something else somewhere else that I'm allowed to use, let me know. Alright. Okay, so this one's for the corners. This one's for the end. This one's for the beginning. So that will end up as the end. Alright, so I'll start with a bit of this in the middle. I've sprayed the back of it with water, which is why you can see a difference in colour. It's just sometimes you get the canvas there's just a little line which probably might show up in the final piece. Anyway, it's just a bit of texture. This is just for something for the paint to glide along. Because what happens if you just pour your paint straight onto the canvas, the outside edges will get stuck on the canvas and then they'll roll over, which means that you can lose your composition, whereas by having some paint down underneath, that will get pushed out as I pour the paint and it'll just slide over, and then I'll put some more of this around the edge as well so that it can continue to slide. Alright, so let's do it. Cross fingers. So the last paint colour that I put on there is that colour. It's turning itself into its own little ring pour there. I'm not doing that on purpose. Now I am. I might do a jiggle pour instead. Or not. I think that's enough white. Isn't that gorgeous, those colours? Alright. This is the important bit. I think that aquamarine might maybe a little bit on the thicker side of consistencies, as in maybe a little bit too thick. Oh, that's a big area of solid red, which I'm not so keen on, but we shall see what happens. Wow. Why would I do that? Look, it's turning itself into a little ring pour. I'm not doing that on purpose. Now I am. I'll just What's... Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, we shall see. That big area of red. I think my table must not be even, because I seem to always be having to prop it up on this side, don't I? Wow, these are pretty. That's really lovely. Just pop some air bubbles. Even though most of the paint was made up days ago, still got the air bubbles just by the act of pouring it. And that seems to, it's not many air bubbles there actually, but it just the pouring can incorporate it. Actually that gold next to the pink tourmaline to the, then going to the garnet there, it's lovely colours, almost sunsetish. Alright, so I'll just put this around the edges. Alright, I won't do the corners yet. I'll just see how this goes. Give it another torch. A few little gold cells have come up in the large area of red. I love this, the bit here with the, where the garnet meets the aquamarine. Anyway, let's give this a tilt and see what happens. Get that out of the way. It's pretty colours. Got push pins on all four corners as well as the four sides. Just gives me something to hold on to so I don't end up mucking the... So yeah, I think that was rolling over. I think the base coat's a little bit too thick. It needs to either be a bit thinner or the same consistency as your other paint. Oh gee, this is so pretty. Unfortunately the bits on the very edge usually get lost. They don't have to. It's rather a lot of red in the middle. But I do like the very middle for a change. I seem to not like most of my very middles. Of course it has to be that the bit just around that is a bit boring with just the solid red. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a nice contrast. Well, think about that. I could pour off one side. You shall see, just the going back and forth, it does help your cells to form. And it also, yeah, then it helps you to see what you've got, what's happening. So all the time while you're doing this, you need to be just watching your composition, seeing what you like, what you're not so keen on, what you won't mind sacrificing what you really want to keep. Like so far, all around here I'm really loving. That part there I don't mind if that goes off so much. But then maybe I want to keep it like a bullseye. Maybe I don't want to lose off half a side. Might just let this grow slightly, just a little bit. Nice to get some of that. So now what I can do now is just drag that over. Then I've got to remember too, I've still got bits I can use for my corners, so I don't have to lose it off the corners if I don't want to. I mean, I can always even keep the base coat if I wanted to for some negative space, but I don't think I will. Just there. At any rate, I'd like to keep some of that aquamarine, but maybe the corners can do that. I just get that to go back to the middle. That's actually really rather lovely. I might just try and see if I can make that middle a little bit more round, if that's possible. Looks a bit heart-shaped really, doesn't it? No, I just don't think so. I think it's getting less round. But still, it's opening up this bit over here, which is quite pretty. Actually, I quite like that. And if I put some of that colour around the edges, that may or may not work. I'll break this up, otherwise it ends up too much of one colour. And hopefully this will work. Remembering to let it drip down the edges. I'm going to swivel that around. I don't know about that there, but just it's got that bit of base coat all by itself there, which even there's a little bit there and a little bit here, that's okay, but just that little bit on its own there looked a bit odd. Okay, the battery ran out, so I just had to give it a little charge. I thought I'd just bring you back to show you what I'm going to do here. So this is where it cut out when I was doing this. I'm loving these. I think these are looking pretty. This one, though, looks a little bit, I don't know, a little bit too much. It's too greenish or something. Anyway, I thought this could help by having some of this garnet colour. If I can just bring a few of those, see if I can just start off the edge so you don't end up with a blob. Just not happy with the fact that it's not quite the same angle. There we are. I think that's enough. Maybe one more. Letting it go down the edges. I think if that's too pink, but then there's pink over here. Yeah, I think that's okay. And this does go into pink in the middle there. I love that. The gold in the middle there looks gorgeous. I might do that more often actually, because I only had a little bit of white and then I went straight into the gold. Okay, well I think we'll leave it at that, and I'll take it in the other room and bring you in for some close-ups. Okay. I'm actually really liking this. I love that middle bit. That gold is just stunning. It's very... It looks better in real life actually than I'm seeing through the viewfinder, but still, even through the viewfinder, it looks pretty. Yeah, I don't mind actually that deep red next to it. Looks quite nice, sets it off really. And yeah, I've been thinking that, yeah, if I don't like those corners, I can always paint over them once it's dry. Different colour, maybe one solid colour, or I could do another little pour into the corners. You don't have to like it or lump it, you can change it. So yeah. Sorry about the bright light in the middle. I've got the overhead light on. Seems to be showing the colours a bit better than with the flash. Sorry about the shadow as well. Doing the best I can. Some lovely cells. I love those sorts of cells in there. But wow, yeah, really happy with that metal, as I keep saying. So yeah, a bit different, quite happy with it. So yeah, thanks heaps for watching, and please join my Facebook group. It's called Acrylic Pouring and More, for all types of artists at all levels. So yeah, I'd love for you to join. Okay, alright, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll catch you again soon. Okay, bye for now.